Hey everyone, welcome. Today, we're diving into something really cool. We're going to walk through a case study of how one dental practice completely changed their claims game in just 48 hours, all by using the Dental Claims Coach GPT. We'll look at their first 2 days and the incredible immediate wins they saw. Let's get right into it.
Let's be real. We've all been there, right? A claim gets denied. The insurance company's explanation makes absolutely no sense, and suddenly, hours of your team's valuable time are just gone. It is one of the biggest frustrations in any dental practice. But what if there was a completely different way to handle it?
And what's so amazing about this story is how fast it all happened. We're not talking about a long, drawn-out implementation or learning some complicated new software. This was about immediate results, big-time savings, better accuracy, and honestly, just a lot less stress for everyone involved.
So on day one, this team didn't hesitate. They jumped right in and decided to put the Dental Claims Coach to the test with some of their most common and most annoying claims headaches.
Okay, so here's test number 1, a classic crown denial. Now, instead of digging through manuals or starting a document from scratch, the team did something incredibly simple. They just copied the denial language from the insurance company and pasted it right into the chat. That's it.
And what came back was wow. Not just a simple response, but a whole appeal package. The AI generated this beautifully detailed clinical narrative, a claim remark written in the exact language that insurers get, and even a checklist of all the documents needed to make that appeal rock solid.
And this is where it gets even better. The team added one little note, just that there was a fracture. Instantly, the AI took that information and wove it into the narrative, producing this incredibly precise, clinically rich language. This is exactly the kind of justification payers need to see. Now think about your practice. Manually writing a detailed narrative like that? For a skilled team member, that's easily 30 to 40 minutes, maybe even longer, right?
And with the coach, the entire process, from that first copy and paste to having a ready-to-go narrative, took less than 3 minutes. The time savings on just this one task is staggering.
So next, the team decided to up the ante with a more complex problem, a periodontal predetermination. This time, they gave it a clinical photo and threw in 3 different CDT codes. And this is the magic, right? The AI didn't just list the codes back at them. It analyzed the photo, understood the clinical context, and generated a full narrative with findings, specific justifications for each and every code, and a solid evidence-based rationale. And just like before, it was a conversation. With one simple prompt, the AI tailored the entire narrative to focus on a specific quadrant, producing that perfect, payer-aligned language in just minutes. By the second day, you could feel a shift. The team wasn't just using the tool to get tasks done anymore. They started using it to learn. It was becoming their on-demand insurance expert. Instead of that dreaded hour-long search on a payer's website trying to figure out their rules, the team just asked a question. In one chat, they got a full breakdown of Delta Dental's guidelines for scaling and route planning, including the most common reasons for denial. A task that used to kill an hour was now done in seconds.
Later that day, they hit another classic insurance roadblock: confusing jargon. A graft denial came back talking about definitive periodontal therapy, a term that can trip up even the most seasoned team members.
So they asked the AI what it meant, and they got so much more than just a definition. It was like having a top-tiered consultant right there. The AI explained the insurance company's logic, broke down the timing requirements, and even offered to draft a new appeal on the spot. It didn't just define the problem, it showed them the path to a solution.
So, let's zoom out. After just 2 days, what was the real result? Honestly, it was a total transformation of how they handled their claims process. This is really the core of it. The Dental Claims Coach became this incredible bridge. It took everything from the clinical side, the chart notes, the photos, the diagnoses, and perfectly translated it into the administrative language required for success: clean claims, powerful narratives, and way stronger appeals.
And the results really do speak for themselves. The team saw a 50 to 70% drop in the time they spent on these kinds of tasks. Every narrative was now consistent, clinically spot on, and each of these interactions became a real-world training tool for the whole office. And mastering the payer's language, that gave them a huge advantage.
And of course, the big question: what about the money? Well, by the end of that first week, the practice had already successfully resubmitted appeals for about $1,100 in reimbursements. So this is an abstract. We're talking about a real, tangible financial impact.
After just 48 hours, the team really started seeing the AI as more than just a piece of software. It had become a vital member of their team.
You know, the practice said something that I think sums it all up perfectly. The tool didn't feel like technology, it felt like having an expert colleague. One who's always there, ready to help instantly, and has this incredible depth of knowledge to pull from.
And this is absolutely critical and something you have to know. Smarter Practice AI is built on ChatGPT Enterprise, which means it is HIPAA compliant right out of the box. Your practice data is always secure and private.
Look, this isn't just about some shiny new tool. This is about tilting the advantage back in favor of independent practices. It's about taking this once-in-a-lifetime technology and using it to build smarter systems, empower our teams, and really level the playing field.
So I'll just leave you with this one question to think about. We all know those tough days, the ones full of insurance headaches and administrative battles. What would it mean for your practice, for your team, to have that expert on call, ready to solve those problems in an instant?